Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. I did cut my bangs again. We're training them to meet in the middle again, to be friends and not enemies. But this is where we are right now. I literally cut them yesterday, so they're still getting trained. But that's okay. So we're going to be using some TBR scratch-off cards to pick our June TBR. I'm excited, so I'll just scratch it off, and then under it, it has the name of a book. I feel like I have, since I made these cards, maybe read one or two of the books that we have in here. So if we do pull that book, then we're just going to change it to another book if I've already read it. So let's see. I need to find something we can scratch them off with, but we also have to like more or less shuffle them. I'm not very good at the shuffling thing, so we can like lower this a little bit, right? I think so. I think that's better. I need like a key or something to scratch this off with, but we'll see. So we're just gonna grab a random one. So this is our first TBR card. Let's see if this fake candle works. It does not. Does the back? No. I need something. Let's see. Let's just try different things. No. I think the bottom of a pen should work. BRB. Okay, I found keys. So we're gonna use keys. Let's see. What is our first book gonna be? The something. The Shining. Okay, so we have The Shining by Stephen King to read in June, if you can see that. So that's our first pick. Let me go grab the book. Okay, so the first book we have is The Shining by Stephen King. So this is a story about this family that goes to this hotel, and then weird things start happening. They start seeing things. The dad gets possessed. We have the whole red rum scene, which when he's saying red rum, the little boy, and when the mom looks at it in the mirror, it's murder. So I'm excited. I have seen the movie, so I know what happens, but obviously the book says it better. I'm assuming it's gonna be better. And it's Stephen King. This is not my first Stephen King. My first Stephen King was The Institute, but that felt more like Stranger Things rather than more like horror. So I'm excited to read this one. So got our first book for our TBR, and now let's pick another card. Another yellow? Okay. Let's scratch her off. I feel like yellows might be horror. I don't remember now. Okay, so we have Trial of the Sun Queen. Let me just scratch it off so you guys can more or less see it. And that one is right here, so it's pretty easy to get. I don't know exactly what the book is about, but it was sold to me saying that it kind of felt like you were reading an adult version of The Selection, and I loved that series, so I had to pick it up. And it says 10 women, a deadly contest, and only one can win the Sun King's heart. So I don't know. Let's see. I am excited to read it just because of the fact that they do say it's kind of like The Selection. And hopefully this month I can read so many books. I also have a video already planned for the week of June. For not this week that's coming up, the next week of June 9th or something like that. I don't know. I already have a video planned out for that week. So that week I might not be picking up these that much. So I have to try to start reading like ASAP all of these books. But I am excited for all of these books. So that's the one that we have there. Let's see. Let's gonna shuffle again because there's no way we're only going to get yellow. Buttermellow, make this big fat rat yellow. So let's see. If it's yellow, I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna commit. Okay, so it's purple. So let's get our handy dandy key and see what we're reading. Okay, so we are also reading another Stephen King book. We are reading Pet Sematary. Okay, you can't see it too well there, but we are reading Pet Sematary. So it's gonna be a very horror-filled TBR, I guess. Wow. So let me go grab Pet Sematary and then we'll... I have also watched the movie. I watched the new one, not the old one, which I do feel like I need to watch the old one. But I'll probably watch the old one after I read the book, just to like forget stuff, because I did watch the new one when it came out a couple of years ago. But let me go grab the book. So we have Pet Sematary by Stephen King. Honestly, at this rate, if we keep getting this, we could do a week of reading just horror, or a week of reading Stephen King, because I don't know. I mean, we've only had 2 so far, but whatever. So we do have Pet Sematary. So it's this town, when the pets die, you bury them in this cemetery, but they come back to life. They're just different than how they were when they were alive. That's all that I remember, honestly, from the movie, and that's all I want to know. And it says sometimes dead is better. But I am excited to read it. Like, don't get me wrong, these are books that I'm excited to read. I just didn't want them all in the same month, but I shouldn't have put them there, you know, if I didn't want them all in the same month. So we do have Pet Sematary. We have to pick 3 more, and we're gonna shuffle once again, just, you know, to keep the stuff different. Hopefully a different color, just because we don't want them all to be the same. We already have 2 yellow and a purple. Maybe a green, a pink, a blue. A blue. Okay. Let's see what the blue one is. Hopefully we get a little cheeky like romance or something in here. I don't know. Isn't this one a sad one? Okay, so we have Salt to the Sea, which I think is by Ruta Sepetys. Yeah, it is. It's right up here. All I know is that it's sad, and from the picture it looks sad. It looks like it could be like World War II or something. It says winter 1945, so yes, around the World War II time. Where am I even putting these cards? Oh, they're right there. 4 refugees, 4 secrets. Each one born of a different homeland, each one hunted and haunted by tragedy, lies, and war. As thousands desperately flock to the coast in the midst of a Soviet advance, 4 paths converge, vying for passage aboard the Willem Gustloff, a ship that promises safety and freedom, but not all promises can be kept. So, let's see. I only see 3 shoes, so do 3 of them die? Do they? This is, it's been a tough one, a toughie, not very June coded, not very summer coded, but I think we're missing to have a green and a pink. Oh, and an orange. We're missing a couple of colors. Okay. Let's just... Or should I pick 1 green and 1... Yeah, let's pick a green. So I'm going to pick one of these greens. Should do right or left? Right. Oh, I think it's Ship of Spells. It is a Ship of Spells, which I'm excited. It's a pirate book, but... So we have Ship of Spells. Let me grab that one real quick. Okay, so we have Ship of Spells by H. Leighton Dixon. It says, a ship with secrets, a woman with nothing to lose, and a sea that wants them both dead. Books with maps are just so gorge. Like Gorgina. I don't know exactly what it is about. I don't remember. But I remember that I read it and I was like, I want it. But let's read the thumbnail for you guys. A scared mage, a sentient ship, a secret that could drown empires. When Ensign Blue Mage Honor Wren, that's a super long name, is rescued from the wreckage of her first naval post, she expects death or disgrace. Instead, she wakes aboard the Touchstone, a mythic vessel whispered off in dockside ballads and royal war rooms alike. With a crew of misfits, a mysterious elven captain, and a mission tied to the Dreadwall, the crumbling barrier that has kept the Overland and Nethersea from open war for 100 years. But the tragedy that sank her last ship didn't just take lives, it left something behind. So let's see. We have one more, and we haven't gotten pink or orange, but let's do pink. We're gonna do this pink. I just randomly grabbed it. Hopefully. TBH, I did not want to read any of those books this month. So let's see how this one goes with the pink that we chose. I know what it is. I mean, honestly, it's about time that I finish this book. I have started this book. And it is Leave behind my wuthering heights deep. So we have Wuthering Heights, which I had somewhere here. Here we go. We have Wuthering Heights. I have already started it. I'm not that far into it, honestly. I'm on page 45. But honestly, it is about time that I finish this book. So I am glad that I picked Wuthering Heights. So, yeah. I'm excited to read it. It's a classic. I watched the movie that came out, the one with Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie. But I do want to read the book. And then afterwards watch the one that people say it's the most accurate to the book. And see how I feel about that. Because I did watch the movie before reading the book. And I was confused at parts. I'm not even going to lie to you. So, let's see how it goes, but we have Wuthering Heights. Okay, so for this month's TBR, we have The Trial of the Sun Queen, The Shining, Pet Sematary, Salt to the Sea, Wuthering Heights, and Ship of Spells. So we have 3 horrors, because this is like gothic, not horror, but it's a gothic book. So we have 3 gothic books. We have one that's gonna destroy me, which is historical fiction, and 2 fantasies. And 2 technically that deal with ships. So that is our TBR for the month of June. I'm excited and scared, especially because I didn't really want to pick up any of these books. I am glad I got Wuthering Heights though, because I did want to finish that book soon. So I am glad that I got that one, but for the rest of them, I wasn't in the mood for any of them. So my goal is to finish these 6 books plus 7 other books that I have for the video that I want to do. Which would be great if I can finish all of those books, just because we'd be like taking them down from our TBR, but it is what it is. We're going to try our best. And it's summer, so we're going to read. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!